Women have expressed the imperative to address poverty to narrow the gender gap in alignment with the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. Minister Betty Amongi highlighted the UN's estimation that development countries, many of which are NAM members, require 360 billion shillings annually for programs like women's economic empowerment and support for women in starting businesses. Minister Amongi attributed women's poverty to the lack of land ownership, a crucial aspect of economic empowerment, emphasizing the need for concerted efforts to reform land laws regarding ownership and registration.
Rural area and setting where customary land dominates, most of the certificate of customary ownership which are being processed in the name of men. So if we are to reform, we would then be able to say if you are a couple and you have ownership of a piece of customary land, then you must co-own it and register it as a couple. Land for investment, you should make sure you title it. The first advice is title, because some people buy land they don't title. Then when you title in your name, because many women have gone to obtain loans when they have registered the land in the name of their children or their husband, and then the banks turn them away. And some of them...
Women attending the event issued a final communique committing to advocating for the establishment of a women's platform within the NAM framework in Uganda. This platform aims to provide physical, digital and structural spaces to monitor and advance women's work.
And so for us, the women of Uganda, we are saying within the context of NAM, we want to establish the NAM Women Forum Secretariat in Uganda, so that we coordinate the issues around women within the NAM member states in these 3 years.
During the NAM summit, participants see a great opportunity for women to collaborate, learning from best practices in other countries, especially regarding women's representation and decision-making.
Of the people in decision-making are men, and therefore they still look at their male counterparts as the ones who are able to execute certain responsibilities. And yet we have women who are qualified and able to actually handle all the tasks that most men handle. The other countries, because as a country, we are one of those countries that at least has about 34% of members of parliament as women. We are also a country that has close to 45%, I think, as cabinet. We are a country where we also, while constituting boards, although we are talking of 1/3, but at least we have the 1/3. In other countries, women are not considered as equal partners in development. So we have a lot to do.
Executive Director of Forum for Women in Democracy, Patricia Babi-Hamunabi, emphasized that this event aims to build on the commitments made by NAM countries in the 18th summit in Azerbaijan, especially in promoting gender equality, women's rights and addressing gender disparities.
This meeting picks up from the 18th summit. We are here today to assess the progress that has been made since the 18th summit in terms of the promotion of gender equality and women's rights and specific issues around peace and conflict, around violence against women, and to then use that information to lobby our governments to do much more in terms of ensuring that these issues are addressed across the NAM countries. We are also going to be able to see how, as women in the NAM countries, we can collaborate and share ideas in a bid to laying strategies for overcoming the challenges that women continue to face.
Women in NAM countries also pledged to ensure equal access to and benefits from technological advancements and to work towards bridging the gender digital divide. I'm Nafka Farida and Sana Anet.